Hi everyone, I'm Miss Katie from Rockland Public Library, and I just found this great book that fits perfectly with our theme this month in our craft programs for sending letters of thank you and love and appreciating our dear mail carriers. Now this story is called Sincerely Emerson, A Girl, Her Letter, and the Helpers All Around Us by Emerson Weber, illustrated by Jaclyn Sinquett. Let's see what happens in Sincerely Emerson. Here's Emerson making her card and sending it out. Emerson loved writing letters. She loved writing dear. She loved writing sincerely. Most of all, she loved writing everything that came in between. Stories, news, questions, Em put a piece of her life in each one. Her brother's latest games, Taylor Swift's best songs, and her favorite jokes. Why do you never see elephants hiding in trees? Because they're really good at it. Get it? Em wasn't done with a letter until it was perfectly decorated. The envelope, too. Then she sent her letters out into the world, to friends and family all over. Every letter was a connection. Em's letter made a network of hellos, a network of love. One day, Em got to thinking, there was one person who made it all possible. How could she have never noticed him before? His name was Doug. Every letter that left Em's hands went straight into Doug's. He was always there every day, no matter what. He kept Em's letter going out into the world. And so Em decided to write Doug his own letter. I'm Emerson. You may know me as the person that lives here that writes all the letters and decorates the envelopes. Well, I wanted to thank you for taking my letters and delivering them. You are very important to me. I make people happy with my letters, but you do too. You make it possible. She put it in a box and she smiled when he took it. The next week, something remarkable happened. Doug got out of his truck just like he did every day. But this time, he had 2 whole boxes full of letters, and they were all for Emerson. You see, Doug had told his friends at the post office all about Em's letter, and they had all told their friends, and soon, Em's letter of thanks had reached nearly every mail carrier in the country. And lots and lots and lots of the mail carriers had written her back. I work in a small rural post office. My kids live far away. I can't tell you how many times I've read your letter. Not a lot of people think about how hard we work. The letters were filled with family, pets, hobbies. They were filled with questions, stories, confessions. They were filled with kindness. I have a son in Kuwait. If you had a second to send him a letter, he would love it. Every one of the letters was a connection. Every letter had a piece of someone's life. Look at all of these mail carriers, all of these people that help us get our letters from us to the people that we love. They are the ones that help us get them there. With dozens of new pen pals, Em did what she did best. She wrote letters. She wrote the dad, she wrote his son, she sent jokes, new stories about her life, and lots of questions. And Emerson got to thinking about all those people out there living their lives, working hard, delivering letters, keeping people connected. There was love in their work. And it wasn't just the mail carriers, it was the bus drivers too. the grocery store clerk, the trash collector, the farmer, there was love in their work too. Every day they got up and went to work. Every day they did their very best. Every day they kept the world going. Billions, millions and billions of people. You see, we have a doctor and a crossing guard and a farmer and a bus driver, all people that help us every day. Every bus driver, every tomato, every bag of trash, every bag of groceries. They were possible because someone cared. Each act was an act of love, wrapping the world together in a network. Like the biggest hug ever. Emerson wished that everyone she knew would take a moment to notice each one of them and thank them. Maybe even thank each other sincerely. The end. Now this is a true story, and here is Emerson right here, 11-year-old Emerson, who wrote this story, and this is about her real life. And she says, "Hi there, this story you just read is 100% true. I know because it really happened to me. I live in South Dakota with my mom, dad, and brother, and I never expected so much to happen just because I took the time to say thank you to Doug, a person I saw every day. But it did. I got to talk to important people, be on television, and I even got a really, really special letter from someone I admire a lot. Hi, Taylor." Oh, I'm gonna say that's probably Taylor Swift, because she mentions Taylor Swift in her bio. All of that made me super happy, of course, but it also made me think, why was my saying thank you such a big deal? Isn't saying thank you and meaning it something we should all do all the time? I think so. So I'm going to keep doing it, and I hope you do too. How about I start with you? Thank you for reading my book. I hope it made you smile. And in case it didn't, here's a joke that might do the trick. How do you catch a squirrel? How do you catch a squirrel? Climb up a tree and act like a nut. The end. So this is the story of Sincerely Emerson. And I was thinking, all month we've been handing out these grab-and-go bags so that you can send your own letter, and there's actual postage stamps in there, as well as stamps so that you can decorate your cards. And you can still pick these up, but I've also started to put out blank cards as well. So if you want to thank your mail carrier, you can send one of these. Just pick some up at the library, or you could make your own at home. And I have a special source that I got to ask some questions from. Thank you, Kayla. And she said you can send letters to your mail carrier. You do not need a postage stamp. You can just put it in your mailbox. And if you address it to Dear Regular Mail Carrier, if you don't know their name, it'll still get to them. So you can send a special thank you to your mail carrier or someone else that you see every day. Maybe someone that helps you with your groceries, maybe a doctor that you visit often. Maybe send a special thank you to someone you see often, but you don't think, maybe I should send something extra special. So we have some letters here, and I hope you get the chance to say something special to everyone. Even if you don't get to send a letter, make sure to say thank you to the people around you that help you every day. I hope you have the most wonderful day, and I can't wait to read you all next week. Bye-bye.